Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about yesterday. There was a slight issue with my computer where it just crashed, so we've lost that whole 10 hours together. However, I have managed to recover some items. By recover, I mean I flew most of the 10 hours again. And yeah, we are back in business. Sadly, we've lost quite a few items, and potentially you might not be able to see some things between the last 12 hours. But you know, what's gone is gone, and we can continue with what we have right now. And what we have right now is still the same flight as yesterday, minus that bit. So yes, as you can see, we have spent 69 minutes. Well, 690 minutes. Not 69 minutes, but close enough. And we are actually approaching for Niluk, which is our final waypoint before we proceed into the airfield. Current altitude is flight level 350. Could have gone high, but you know what? Decided not to. Well, most of the time I was half asleep still, so I couldn't do much. And I believe our whatchamacallit, flight plan is saying, well, it's telling us to fly on the Nilu to Juliet. No, it's telling us to do to Mike. Alright, luckily we've checked the flight plan. A little bit sick still today, but you know, just because I'm sick doesn't mean I shouldn't be flying. Well, it should, but you know what I mean. So we'll be using the ILS to runway 01 left. Again, sorry about yesterday. That was the whole computer crash. No clue why. It's been doing that lately, so I try to avoid long flights for that specific reason. And yet I still do it, because why not? Regardless, we will be continuing. And as you can see already, there is a slight issue. I do not know why we have to go through Penora. Potentially it was meant to be the other way around. But, you know, we'll try to fix that. Delete. Yes. This can go here, and this can go here. So, as we mentioned, we will be doing the Nilu to Mike. So to Papa. Means we'll be doing the ESSA 630 from Nilu towards Teb, towards supposedly ERK. Now let's just use ERK then. Oh, excuse me. Once we're done with that, let's check out the Cat 2 and 3 ILSs and see where we're at. Interesting. Looks like we'll have to redo some of this. So departure and arrivals. Well, here is everything we have. Departure and arrivals. Neeluk 2. Oh yeah, Neeluk. On the ILS into Aljak. I don't want to say Aljak, but we're actually going to go through ARL. Interesting. Use a normal one, let's say. I mean, we're still about an hour away, so we should be fine. The closest item is ARL. Oh, that was RNAV. Disregard that. That's still RNAV. Oh my lord. Alright, let's redo this. So, erase ARR. Where are ya? Okay. This. What you doing, aircraft? Alright, you rock me still. Come on. Keep up. There we go. Cross direct to Kenor. So going to Penor, then Neeluk, we will most likely be going to EOK. Alright. Yeah, we're not going back to Neeluk, that's for sure. Delete. We'll be going direct to SA801. Yeah, makes a lot more sense. We'll be doing a rolling pattern, coming back onto SA801, then onto final, and then the rest is history. SA801, I believe. Ah, okay. SA801 potentially is somewhere here. Not gonna say it's a great idea to just assume, but we'll take a look at what the ILS would say. Yep, as it mentions, we could actually just go direct from SA630 direct to SA801. That would make a lot more sense. And voila, we are now on descent. Well, not yet, but we've got everything covered, baby. Never remind me to never say that again, or else I'm gonna get an HR report somehow. Alright, we've got taxi charts for the 738 because that is the most important item, and we'll most likely be on apron Alpha Bravo, which means we need the we will need the that's ground. We will need the chart What chart? It doesn't specify. Alright, let's take a look. Train! Excuse me, if you can hear the train, then you can hear the train. Alright, I'll probably take the, yep. One of those gates, potentially we'll take Foxtrot 37. Yeah, we'll take Foxtrot 37, makes a lot more sense. And then we'll just take a look at the ILS Cat 3. Don't want too many shots on board. Alright, let's say it. 109B and 109D. Yeah, a little too late for that now. So we'll be landing on 01 left. Chances are we'll be coming out of Yankee 9 or Yankee 10, because everything else is not really approved. So we'll try to get out of Yankee 9 and let's just do this whole shebang. Alright, so this is the Stockholm, Sweden, Arlanda star chart. Nilug to Mike. We will be entering Sweden with Nilug to Mike. From Nilug to Mike, as we are approaching, we will need to be under flight level 150. Transition level will be by ATC. This will be an RNAV 1. And it is for runway 01 left. From IF, aircraft will be radar vectored to final approach, which it kind of makes sense. And pilots are requested to plan descent to perform continuous descent operation from at least flight level 100. So, which means we have to plan for a continuous descent, which is alright, fair enough. On the 2 Mike approach, we will continue. Sorry, on the 2 Mike arrival, we will be heading straight into the Cat 2 and Cat 3, most likely Cat 3 ILS runway 01 left, dated 18th June 21, chart 11-1 Alpha. Frequency are all familiarized. Localizer on 109.9, final approach course is 004, and DA will be down onto the ground with RVR of 75 meters. It will be a Cat 3 Bravo operation, and during a missed approach we'll climb straight ahead to 600 feet or DME of 1.7 from Stockholm Orlando DME, passing the DME whichever is later. We'll then turn left, tracking 328, climb to 1500 and radar vector for a new approach. Transition level is most likely about 6,000 or 8,000 feet, one of those, but it is by ATC. And MSA for today is 1,900 to the north, 2,200 to the southeast, and 1,700 to the southwest. So if we suffer an engine failure or anything that is to do with altitude restrictions, we'll move southwest of the airfield. Oh my goodness me. Oop. Have that ready. Once we are on the ground, as mentioned earlier, we'll be taking a look at the Stockholm Arlanda chart that says the taxi chart for 747-8 restrictions. which we can only get onto Yankee 9 or Yankee 10, and once we pass that, we'll be onto Yankee. Once we're done that, we'll go via Papa Alpha, and we'll head onto X-Ray, or even Zulu Papa before we head onto Foxtrot Alpha and taxi onto Foxtrot 37. Chances are we'll meet up with a we'll meet up with a follow me car. Regarding weather today, it is a lovely weather with few 2500, broken 3300, and QNH on standard for 1013, QNH 1013. No different operations for today, as it is a simple land and taxi. Any questions? No questions, I presume. Once again, I want to say sorry for the issue yesterday, but we've managed to continue and now it's all good. Ooh, my stomach really doesn't like me right now, but that's alright. I've never liked my stomach. So potentially we've lost about 2 hours compared to last time, which is understandable, but you know, it's not that big of an issue. Well, you guys lost 2 hours, I lost 12 hours, 10 hours potentially. But again, this is what we are risking when we are using a computer that is now 5 or 6 years old. Regardless, the show must go on. So we are less than 80 nautical miles away from our top of descent, and there is nothing that we are going to be doing. Excuse me for that sound. It is quite a quiet day today. Oh my lord. Goodness me. I was going to use Volanta, but I don't trust it. Yeah, that's about it. There's a nothing else that we're going to be talking about. And probably I should set the QNH to 1013. There we go. Oh my goodness me. This will be a utterly short live stream, but you know, at least you get to see the majestic 747-8, which is now rarely being used in any airlines. There's like 6 airlines that use the 747 in general. Well, Dash 4 and Dash 8. There's still airlines that use Dash 200s and Dash 300s, which is nice. Rarely you get to see them. Yep. For people on the stream who saw the 738 on the thingamabob, we aren't using the 738. Like, genuinely, if you think this was a 738, then I'm sorry, you might need to take a look at the thingy above again. It's just that this thing I'm using is slightly buggy, and I thought may as well not use it at all. Very professional of me just to do this in midstream. Sorry about that. And voila. Wait, what? Why is it still showing the Boeing 738? Ah, this thing is such a stupid thing. I mean, at least give us the option to change the aircraft name if required. It doesn't give us the option, which is unfortunate. But yeah, no. Give us the option. It would have worked much better than whatever it thinks it is. Now, I mean, like, I have to fluffing change up the name for it. Boeing, this is not a B738, it is a 747-8i. I'm gonna have to change that sooner or later. But listen, and voila. Like I said, useless, and I couldn't care less. Anyways, hello there, the first viewer of the day, probably second viewer of the day. Hopefully you like this slight background jazzy music that's going to be going on for the rest of the flight. Well, about for an extra hour before we start descending into Orlando. Dying pigeon. Oh my goodness me, give me a slight moment. And thank you for waiting. Sorry, I just had to blow my nose, and I'm pretty sure half of you don't want to watch that, considering that there's only 2 of you. I think the average. Anyways, it is daytime, so let's turn off everything that's not needed. There we go. Approaching our top of descent, let's just make sure that we go down into flight level train, flight level 150, just to make sure everything works. How close are we to our top descent? Less than 5 nautical miles. And just to make sure, we will be using 109 as a small liner for our ILS, and it is on the 004. We'll be landing with hopefully 21 what do you call it, tons of fuel, which is about 9 tons extra from our plan. If this goes on, we could actually probably fly from Los Angeles all the way back to Kuala Lumpur. The only issue is obviously my computer not dying, which is harder to ask than to do, because that's what's been doing lately, and it is very unfortunate. Train, short train. VNAV speed green and thrust reference green. We are now going for our descent. That's interesting. Where was our flaps 1? Well, the aircraft didn't cry about it, so that's good, I guess. Descending slightly quicker, but we will be approaching our VNAV guidance, or VNAV path, which is lovely. We should probably set this down to 11,000 feet. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's what you want, Mr. Autopilot. Now you know. That's welcome to a second person. Hello. Concurrent viewers. I still don't know what that means. Well, who cares? You're only here to watch us land or do approaches. And we'll probably do a little bit shitty of an approach, but you know, shitty approach isn't always a good thing. All those fluffing people who does. Yeah, I was just about to say, all those people who does streaming or what do you call it? Highlight videos. They don't tend to show the shitty landings, or it's either they show all the shitty landings and all the good landings. They never show anything in the middle, which is important to say because that only shows a standard of either you're a good pilot or a shit pilot, when you can also be a moderate pilot. Regardless, one of my, in a way I say, one of my favorite quotes, well, I've got too many favorite quotes. One of my favorite things that people have ever said was, there's one pilot who stated he's done so many years in flying, and not a single time there was anything eventful that happened, which is a good thing. Because you don't really want to handle emergencies. Let me figure out who that person is. Ay. Well, cheers right now. Just enjoy the lovely music in the background. my goodness me. Anyways, flight level 220, continuing then to flight level 150. Oh my goodness me. Let's see if I can turn on my Volanta for some of you who actually want to see me on Volanta. I highly doubt so, but you know, why not? It does seem we are much lower than the VNAV path, but you know, it doesn't matter. Ooh, a friend of mine just said that Terminal 2 is meant for international. The issue is, which one is Terminal 2? Oh my goodness me. Where does it say Terminal 2? Genuinely unfortunate. I don't think. I don't think it's tracking me on this thing, Volanta, which is unfortunate, but you know, what can I do about it? Regardless, we've got everything we need, and he's actually just right behind me. Ooh, one more thing I've forgotten to set. VNAV 220 under 12,000 feet. Just got to make sure. Airspeed, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Speed brake extended. And from what I can tell, Volanta is genuinely not tracking what I need to track. So I'll probably maintain flight level 150 until we pass Nilu, which is always a good sign, but you know. Alright, he says that it's actually charts 9 Charlie on apron Charlie Delta, so chances are, chances are it's the southern parking spot that we have to be on. Let's take a look if there is any parking spot for this aircraft. There are. Ooh, looks like we will be parking on taxiway 62. So new plan. we'll be taxiing Yankee all the way down to India Juliet. Oh, sorry, no, that's uniform. We'll be taxiing all the way down to uniform. Then we'll enter via uniform Alpha onto Delta, then runway gate 62, which seems very realistic. Parking stands. Let's take a look at this. Train. Instead of 62, we'll be taking 63. And we have passed Niluk, and we will be descending down to the IAF altitude. IAF, where are you? 2,500. Which is fine, which makes a lot of sense. Now approaching 12,500 feet, we should be starting to slow down, or at least 12,000. If it doesn't, then I'll be taking over just to ensure it gets down to 250 knots. We're about to approach clouds under 4 degrees, under 10 degrees really. So I'll put the anti-ice on until we are clear of the clouds. I know it was meant to be an auto, but just in case. I do not trust it one bit. Weather and traffic and terrain. There we go. feet. Hands on the speed brake, speed green. If it doesn't slow down by 11,000 feet, I'll use speed brakes. Well, you start using speed brakes now. I don't trust it one bit. Hello. I see someone chatting, which is nice. Hello there. Approaching 10,000 feet, and we are definitely going to have a little bit of an issue maintaining under 250 under 10,000 feet. Speed check under 280, flaps 1. And right before we reach 10,000 feet, we've got 250. That is good. Genuinely nearing our approach, which is also good. -2 degrees out there. Not so great, especially since we're going through some clouds. And speed brakes off. Speed check, under 250, flaps 5. We'll maintain this flap settings until we reach the localizer. So under 10,000 feet, let's turn on the lights. And before approach, we've already done the briefings. We've already done, notify the cabin crew. And pressurization still looks fine, so it's all good. We are doing pretty well this time. Hopefully is a word I use in this context. Aircraft doing slightly quicker than what we'd like, so we'll just use a little bit more of the speed brakes. Speed brakes doesn't actually brake the aircraft. Well, it does increase the drag, but it also clears out the lift from the wings, I think, which the aircraft will require to pitch up slightly more to help out with thing. Or I'm just talking out of my ass. One of those two. Oh my goodness me. Alright. 750. 7,500 basically. Alright. We are really close, and just a reminder, we are actually doing the ILS Cat 3 approach. We're not going to be doing the auto land. I am not certified for that, unfortunately. But maybe one day, I will 100% do it. As long as I understand how to make it work. And aircraft is already telling me to set my approach. Considering the winds are calm and everything seems fine, we'll probably use flaps 30 today. No reason not to, really. LNAV, VNAV. Approaching 5,000 feet. Speed green. Drag is required by sounds of it, so we'll give the aircraft a bit more drag. Is there anything else required? Not really. Yeah, speed brake extended. I've got it. Approach mode enabled. Lock white, glide slope white, and LNAV green, VNAV path green. We are on the roll. It shouldn't be too bad. People are saying it's foggy. But it shouldn't be that bad. What is the current time in Sweden? Current time in Stockholm Syndrome. No, Stockholm. 10:43 AM, which is very useful. Very neat. As we are approaching Sierra Alpha 801 and to our final approach fix, this should be a lovely time to just send and get through this as quickly as possible. We'll make this go. We'll make the anti-ice onto auto. Obviously not off. It would be disastrous. Just cause. Come on. There we go. And voila. 1,000 to go. Approaching 3,000. Flaps 10. Let's switch over to 1013, which is good. Speed green, lock green, and localizer alive. Speed brakes off. Speed brakes retracted. Just a slight fog out there, but that is fine. Established. 2500 radio alt alive. Nav alt green. Light slope green, gears down. And speed set to 20, 165. Miss approach altitude 1500 set. Land 3. I believe it's 1500. Oh no, it's 2500. 2500 set. Flaps 20. Speed check. Flaps 20. Airspeed. Airspeed. Welcome to the next viewer. We're just on approach right now, which is great. 1500. Flaps 30. Flaps 25. Speed check. Flaps 25. Pushing 1000. Train. Flaps 30. Speed check. And speed 1000 feet, stabilize, miss approach altitude 2500 set, and continuing. Airspeed slightly low, that is fine. Brakes 2, 01 left, confirmed. Roll out white, flare white, but we don't need that today. 500 above. Speed brakes, correction. Throttle off. Jesus. The throttle is all over the place today. Airspeed. Autopilot disengage. Long landing. Hard landing. Ooh, slightly hard, but that's fine. Went slightly lower than our VREF, which was not good. A knots. And take Yankee 9er. Can we? Yes, we can. Wunderbar. Again, wasn't the best landing, but you know, at least I own up to my mistakes. And the reverse is still on. Engine 2. Taxi lights, taxi turn off, runway turn off, and we can turn everything off. Strobes coming out, contact for a taxi, switch over, they give us taxi clearance, flaps up. We'll be going onto Yankee all the way up, down to uniform, taxi up, and then we'll take a look at the replay. Chances are nobody wants to see a landing of 252. It was a genuine hard landing on my part, but can't really complain too much as long as it's a safe landing. And it was. Safe enough at the very least. Weather radar goes off, traffic radar goes off, flight director goes off. Plus I was more, and terrain radar goes off. More concerned about my throttles being all over the place. Sure, I've done a go around, then fix it up, but don't want to run the risk of losing this whole computer again. Just like yesterday. Woo, another person. More people are chatting. That is lovely. And we can probably just turn off our transponder for today. So flaps up, speed brakes up, brake, disarmament off, flight director's off, weather radar's off, landing lights off, strobe lights off. Where is uniform? That's Zulu Foxtrot. Where is uniform? Should be up ahead. Let's have our thingamabob with us. Remember, we can't really use too many taxiways as is a 748, and we are restricted just like... I shouldn't finish that one. That's something weird in my mind, but yeah. Ooh, there we go, that's Delta. Once we in uniform, we'll again be using uniform Alpha or uniform Bravo to get into Delta onto gate 63. Let's turn on our APU now. How much fuel do we land with? 23 tons. 20 tons. Which is a good thing. Alright, left on uniform. We should also have our Sam ready with us. Where are you? There we go. Arrival. Follow me. No. Let's stop for a bit. Try and get onto gate 63. No. Well, that is always lovely. And it doesn't show it. There we go. Now where are you? There you are, just right ahead of us. It's a smart car this time. Lovely, isn't it? Let's turn off the runway turn off lights. It is daytime after all. Oh, and New Zealand, 777, maybe? I think. In Sweden. Can it go that far? Like the LR at the very least. I should take a look at that next time. Come on, smart car, I don't want to crush you. Alright. Where are we heading now? Where are we turning, walls? Yeah. 63. Mate, we just passed 63. Okay. Right. Stop turning now, because that's where the line is telling us to go to. And turning into gate, taxi lights off. Don't want to blind the people. Just to make sure APU is on. I should sit slightly forward just so I can see this guy later. Come on, I need you to be out of your car. Let's go. Good, a little bit more left. train. Okay. Parking brakes. APU is on. Generators on the APU is on. And what we can do is look at the engines. And we'll leave the aft of the main on because that's what the APU uses. And bums and bags. Bums and bags. There we go. And voila. A lovely 12-hour flight from Kuala Lumpur to Stockholm, Arlanda. Well, for you guys it's probably, what, half an hour or an hour? For me it was 12 hours plus 10. Thanks to fluffing crashing. But who knows, who cares? Let's just watch the... oh, that was one thing I forgot to do. Those of you who don't know about this might like it. Toggle visibility of controls for replay mode. Toggle beta prop. No. How about E? Perfecto. This is just so when we go into replay mode, we can easily get through with this toggle bar for picturesque stuff at the very least. Alright. This is the start of the approach. Let's take a look at it. I'll let the music sink in and turn up my mic just so you can enjoy it better. guess it could have been much better. But you know, I doesn't matter. Ah, sorry about that loud noises. And one more for the inner shot. Rather not wait 5 minutes for this one. 1, 2, 3, there we go. And that is Stockholm, Orlando. Well, Stockholm. Massive engines are lovely. Only everything works. And everything would have been lovely. Let's turn this off. And one more time before we say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoy that last few moments. Minus the ever so slightly phasing out of reality thing that's happening right now, but apart from that, hopefully everything was enjoyable. And where's the end scene? There we go. Thank you for watching, and yeah. Hopefully everyone has a lovely day. Bye-bye.